Productivity. What does that mean to you? The Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines productivity as the quality or state of being productive. But that doesn't really help. See, as the CEO and founder of Flingbore Venture Incorporated, we always want to ensure that our software engineers are being productive. Lunch breaks, holidays, just days off? All of these, let's be honest, unnecessary distractions simply exist to decrease how productive our developers can be. That's why, today, we solve productivity using the only solution we Americans know: weapons of mass destruction. Yes, you heard me right. To solve productivity, we will be using the fear inherent in thermonuclear weapons. Now, my financial people tell me that the overhead on buying a nuclear bomb for each software engineer would be quite high. They also say that acquiring uranium is a federal crime and constructing nuclear weapons may end up in me getting the death sentence. This weird quirk of federal law would put a wrench in my plan, if I weren't a god-tier programmer. Instead of sourcing nuclear bombs, we can instead simulate them, using the wacky, wild world of programming. The idea is elementary, really. If you've ever seen the movie Speed starring Keanu Reeves, you know how effective a live bomb can be in getting people to become motivated. We are aiming to replicate that effect virtually. Our virtual nuke will be on a timer, and each time our engineers type a character, it will be reset. If our software engineer so much as takes a break, their code and their job is nuked, and we can quickly replace them with an unpaid intern. Simple, but effective. This is the story of how we cured the problem of productivity. So, how do we start? My first idea for the concept of our app was a global keylogger on our programmer systems. Every time our user presses an input key, we would be able to track what the user is doing and reset the timer accordingly. Stop here. It's time to talk about Linux display servers. Super exciting, I know. On my laptop, I'm running Arch Linux with KDE Plasma. All graphical user interfaces have a display server, which holds the core software for displaying, well, graphical interfaces. Every time you strike a key, it is passed through this display server and sent to your computer's hardware. Modern KDE uses what's called Wayland as its display server. Wayland, as opposed to its predecessor X11, is faster, more performant, smoother, cheaper, pretty much everything you would want in a display server. One thing that is also better at is security. Sadly. I know, who needs it? Wayland's security makes it virtually impossible to reliably track global user inputs on a device through its process abstraction. Basically, it prevents any one process from snooping on others, meaning that a global keylogger is impossible. So, if a keylogger was out of the question, what's in the question? I thought long and hard about this. I needed a way to track user inputs during coding without being able to capture the inputs from a machine level. After spending about 5 minutes on Google, I came up with a plan. A vscode extension. Quick summary for those who don't know. vscode is an IDE, integrated development environment, basically a pretty place to code. It has these community-made extensions that enhance its functionality and allow it to perform crazy tasks. An extension was perfect. It would be able to have an event listener for the user typing and also have the power to rewrite the file in the case that the timer ran to 0. One problem though, I've never coded a vscode extension before. Sure, it's JavaScript, and I've used that in React projects and basic HTML projects, but this JavaScript is a weird, malformed version, heavily relying on the vscode library. To do this project, I would have to do one thing every programmer is afraid of. Read the documentation. Nowadays, we have clever tools like ChatGPT and Gemini to explain how to do our jobs. But in the dark ages of programming, I'm told, developers had to explore the depths of a mysterious library called documentation. I had to delve into this library, and let me tell you, I didn't like what I saw. Coming out a changed man, I was now prepared with very entry-level VS Code extension skills. Welcome to Flingbore's easy VS Code extension creation tutorial. To create an extension, we must first create an extension folder. Done. Extension.javascript holds our main code and will be where our actual commands are stored. Let's skip past all the boring mumbo-jumbo and get to the important part, the disposable. A disposable is a self-deleting process that helps us to limit memory usage and patch the foe that is memory leaks. Pretty much anything we end up slapping in our disposable will be run exactly once on the start of our extension. Inside the disposable, we use the vscode library to register a command. This puts the command in the palette menu for later use. We also create a web view panel, allowing us to render HTML in our editor. With some boilerplate code, we now have a customizable panel that will display our timer. Although some people may consider a timer itself to be effective, we don't want to just make any plain old timer. We want an atomic clock. See what I did there? Now, to say a sentence that no one has ever said before, let's code a nuke. Our nuke will consist of two components, audio and code clearing capacity. First, we need to play an audio that conveys the idea that you have just failed as a software engineer. I chose an oldie but a goodie, the classic tactical nuke from Call of Duty.
Tactical nuke incoming!
To play this sound, I originally thought of including it in our HTML for our timer. HTML does have the capacity to play audio through the audio tag, but there are some inherent problems with this. Once again, in my opinion, unnecessary security features stop this. HTML5, the one every web browser today uses, requires the user to permit audio on the page. What this means is that the user must press a button or interact with an element to enable audio play. This boring security feature prevents us from playing our sound effect. Whenever you're coding, always follow the saying, if it doesn't work the smart way, do it the dumb way. That's exactly what we must do here. Instead of calling the audio through the HTML, why don't we just call it through the system itself? In Linux, if we use the command pa-play, we can play any audio file we want directly from the terminal. If we then combine this command with JavaScript's child process library, we can directly play the audio upon the timer stopping using the command. Sweet. Now for the code clearing. This can be done quite easily through VS Code's edit feature. By getting the active text editor, we can apply edits using a workspace edit class. We grab the start and the end of the file, and then we change it to nothing, effectively clearing everything the user has typed so far. With that in place, our nuke is now armed. To demonstrate our understanding of nuclear technology, I've employed an unpaid intern to test it out. Take it away, me.
Sup, investors? We're testing out that productivity tracker, man. I'm in the environment here. Let's just create a file, dude. I'm gonna try doing some Java. Now, you guys know how great I am at Java, so here we go. I'm just gonna code some stuff. How about first, we're gonna try and just make a class that prints hello world. Right now, as you can see, if I code it like this, we don't want that. We want our developers to be as productive as possible. If I activate our productivity, as you can see, it says engage productivity. Pretty great name. As soon as I engage this, we're gonna have a 5-second timer. It's gonna count down, and every time I type, it should go back to 5 seconds. If I let it get to 0, something bad happens. Peculiar. Boom. So as you can see, we finished it in time. Alright, so we're back. I changed the timer down to 3 seconds. I'm gonna try and make an infinite loop where we're reading the user's inputs. All we gotta do, activate productivity. Go, go, go. Oh, I'm not there yet. I'm not there. Fucking scanner. Oh shit. No, that's not the good thing. Fuck, what do I need? Oh, I need to import it. I need to import it. No, 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 no.
Incoming!
Oh, this is stupid.
Now, instead of being something we want, productivity is a necessity for our engineers. We have found a way to cure the lack of productivity, and that way is through the fear of utter demise. If you want a live demo of the product, hit the subscribe button and the like button. With your help, we will be able to create productive programmers across the world with just a few digital warheads. Make sure to join me next time where we create a USB charger that breaks after being plugged in just once. Also, before I end the video, I want to say a quick thanks to everyone who has joined recently. We hit and then quickly passed 150 subscribers, which is insane, and I just wanted to let everyone know how grateful I am. I hope that I can continue to make these videos and keep everybody entertained. All right, roll the outro.